A new Close to Home returns next Friday. Now, stay tuned for a new CBS special, Super Bowl's greatest...
Sunday is the biggest TV event of the year, the Super Bowl. But tonight, another world title will be decided when you pick the greatest Super Bowl commercial of all time. And you won't want to miss our sneak peek at some of Sunday's most anticipated spots. And of course, the most spectacular, expensive, star-studded commercial extravaganzas of the last 40 years.
Let's go. Come on, y'all. Come on. Super Bowl's greatest commercial spots. What up, Miami? Come on, y'all. Come on. You got to be the greatest.
From Dolphin Stadium, your host, Jim Nantz. And from the Tides Hotel on South Beach, Daisy Fuentes.
In just under 48 hours, the Chicago Bears take on the Indianapolis Colts right here on this field at Dolphin Stadium in South Florida. Hello, friends. I'm Jim Nantz, and welcome to Super Bowl's Greatest Commercials 2007. It took 26 years for the Pittsburgh Steelers to return to glory last year after winning Super Bowl 14, but all that time, one member of that squad has been a perennial champ. I'm talking, of course, about Mean Joe Greene and his classic Coca-Cola spot. It's been overwhelmingly voted the greatest Super Bowl commercial each year since we started this show 6 years ago. And here's why.
Mr. Green?
Yeah.
You need any help?
Mm-mm.
Want my Coke?
No.
Really, you can have it.
Okay. Thanks.
That's the way it should be. I like to say,
See you around.
the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola has right. Have a Coke and a
Wow, thanks, Mean Joe.
You know, Mean Joe was a consummate player, a fierce competitor, and his commercial has been just as dominating, so much so that this year we're doing something a little different. Instead of our usual wide-open competition, we asked you this year to look at 15 challengers and choose the one that could be the top contender to unseat Mean Joe for the title. You, the viewer, have voted on CBS.com for that top contender, and tonight we'll announce the results, and then it'll be up to you to determine the ultimate winner, voting live online later in the show. Mean Joe or, this year, your top contender. Which will be the greatest all-time Super Bowl commercial? You'll be making the call. Right now, let's start the top 15 countdown in the order in which you voted.
Way to go, Bo. Nice job, Bo. Way to go, way to go, way to go.
All right, Bo!
Almost there, Bo.
Almost?
And it's all yours.
You think he can do it?
Lipton Original. You can't wait to guzzle, gulp it, chug it.
It ain't hip to sip.
120 over 60.
Is he on any medication?
None. Doctor, I think you should see this.
Oh, my.
Why, what is it?
He's got money coming out the wazoo.
Move this man to a private room.
Out of the way, this man's got money coming out the wazoo.
Does your husband have insurance?
Insurance? He's got money coming out of the wazoo.
Oh. It's time for E-Trade.
And number 13, Doritos has you drooling for more than just its chips.
Introducing Doritos 3Ds. A whole new shape that begs to be eaten in very loud ways.
Ay, Chihuahua.
Doritos 3D snacks.
Pepsi
Pepsi and Diet Pepsi.
It's beautiful.
Give those boys just a few more years. You know, as we mentioned, the winner of our Challenger Countdown takes on Mean Joe Green in our live online vote later in the show. We're here in South Florida, home of sun and fun. And meantime, in Miami, just south of here, fun means South Beach, parties, and Daisy Fuentes.
All right, thanks, Jim. Now, while Jim's at an empty stadium looking for the coffee machine, we're here at the fabulous Tides Hotel, and we are having a party, right? But hey, it's not all party for me, you know. I am working here, for real. I have special guests here to talk with, and of course we'll be watching and guessing the countdown right along with you. And we have more than just the top 15. There have been lots of other great Super Bowl spots over the years, and here now are a couple from Budweiser, which of course can only mean one thing. What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Oh man, we are not alone.
This is Brett. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Just watching the market recap, drinking an import.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Hey, Brett, who's that?
Chad here.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Triple Lux, triple sow cow. Wow, he really nailed that landing.
Yo. What's up? Well, what y'all doing?
Just watching the game, having a bud. What's up with you?
Watching the game, having a bud.
An unbelievable performance by this young
What game are you watching?
Yes! It doesn't get more magical than this.
And here they are in person, the original What's Up guys. How you doing?
What's that?
How you doing?
What's that?
How you doing?
You wanted it, you got it.
We got it. Tell everybody your name.
My name is Paul Williams. Fred Thomas Jr. I'm Scott Martin Brooks.
Now, you know, every year there seems to be a catchphrase that comes out of the Super Bowl. But this has been going on now for how long?
Long time. Five years. 5 years like that. Yeah.
And you guys are having a great time with it.
Oh yeah, having a ball. We're in Miami right now. You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Yeah.
Right? Brought us Miami with Daisy Fuentes.
I love it. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us. You're awesome.
Coming up, our exclusive interview with Mean Joe Green, Chad Johnson and the NFL Today team. And who will take on Mean Joe for greatest Super Bowl commercial? The countdown continues. Stay with us. Super Bowl's Greatest Commercials 2007. Sponsored by Chevrolet. An American Revolution.
They say we're young, we don't know, won't find out until we grow. Well, I don't know if all that's true, 'cause you got me, baby, I got you. Babe, I got you, babe.
The surprisingly big 37 miles per gallon Chevy Aveo. That's an American Revolution.
Okay, let's do your deductions. Mortgage interest. Donations.
Here, let me.
Medical? Childcare?
Say goodbye to the tax guy.
I feel funny.
Switch to TurboTax. It identifies over 350 deductions and shows you how much you'll save. See why more federal returns were prepared with TurboTax last year than at the leading tax place. TurboTax. Taxes made easy, taxes done right.
Singular, America's leading wireless provider, has been raising the bar. Now, by building a company where TV, broadband, home phone, and wireless all work together for the way you live, AT&T is raising it even higher. Singular is now the new AT&T. Your world delivered.
For fast heartburn relief, Harry and Mike do things very differently. Mike chews just one Pepsi Complete. Harry chews a few Tums. And when heartburn returns, a few more. Mike's one Pepsi Complete starts to neutralize acid in seconds and keeps working all day. So while Harry may have to take Tums again, Mike and his heartburn are gone for the day. Pepsi Complete. Chew one and heartburn's done.
Don't miss the Late Late Show Super Bowl special with Craig Ferguson, Late Night Sunday.
You got to be the greatest. Welcome back as we continue narrowing the field for top contender to Mean Joe Green. And according to your votes, here are the next 5 challengers. If you bought Apple stock in 1984, this is your favorite all-time commercial.
Where each worker may bloom, secure from the pests of contradictory thoughts. We are one people, with one will, one resolve, one cause. Our enemies shall talk themselves to death, and we will bury them with their own confusion. We shall prevail.
On January 24th, Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? This is...
What can I get you? Blueberry pie and Pepsi.
Got it.
Yes, thanks.
Good song.
Great song.
Why don't you get us something to cool this fire down?
I got just the thing. I got 2 loaves for that fire.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
That's not that bad.
What's in the bag? Lunch. Big Mac, fries. Play you for it. You and me for my Big Mac? First one to miss watches the winner eat. No dunking. One me. It's me. Get in there. Off the floor, off the scoreboard, off the bank board, no rim. Through the window, off the wall, nothing but net.
What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
Off the expressway, over the river, off the billboard, through the window, off the wall, nothing but net.
There are a lot of head coaches who know how these guys feel.
Herding cats. Don't let anybody tell you it's easy.
Holding together 10,000 half-wild short hairs, well, that's another thing altogether.
Being a cat herder is probably about the toughest thing I think I've ever done.
If you look at his face,
It's just ripped to shreds.
You hear the stories, I'm living a dream. Not everyone can do what we do.
I wouldn't do nothing else.
It ain't an easy job, but when you bring a herd into town and you ain't lost a one of them, ain't a feeling like it in the world.
UDS.
Before we continue with our countdown, we have more great Super Bowl commercials. And you know what? I love this first one. A lot of people are praying for their team to win this Sunday. I know this for a fact. And in this spot, the Lord moves in mischievous ways.
Super Bowl VII, 1973.
Ever since people started recording information, there's been a need to duplicate it.
Very nice work, Brother Dominic.
Thank you.
Very nice. Now, I would like 500 more sets.
Brother Dominic, how are you?
Could you do a big job for me?
The Xerox 9200 duplicating system, unlike anything we've ever made, and does it all at an incredible 2 pages per second.
Here are your sets, Father. The 500 sets you asked for.
It's a miracle.
Super Bowl 39, 2005.
Daddy, can I have some emerald nuts?
Honey, if you eat an emerald nut, unicorns will disappear forever.
That's not true, Jim.
Yeah, saying I'd never come back because she ate your emerald cashews? Jim, come on.
Or if you touch those emerald nuts, the Easter bunny gets whacked? What was that about?
Thank you.
Super Bowl 34, 2000. Super Bowl 36, 2002.
Honey, I've got the black teddy on.
Yeah, okay.
And I put the satin sheets on the bed.
Yeah. Be up in a minute.
I've got cold Bud Light.
Ow.
Honey?
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Steve? Debbie?
Make it a Bud Light.
Super Bowl 30, 1996.
Is he dead?
Nope, he's just plain dead. Watch.
Oh, what a pity.
Dad, wait till you see what Sparky can do.
Super Bowl 36, 2002.
Suelto cada momento que siento correcto y lo hago completo y directo. Sí, señor. Sí, señor. Sí, señor. En tocar se hace verdad y sabor. Sí, señor. Espigas. Sí, señor.
All right, you guys, enough with the crazy legs. You're freaking me out a little bit. We'll be right back.
Coming up, Mean Joe talks about his classic commercial. Daisy at the Tides with GoDaddy girl Candice Michelle. Sneak peeks at some of Sunday's biggest spots. And Mean Joe's top contender for greatest Super Bowl commercial. The online voting starts when we return.
We'll be right back.
It was the perfect kingdom until 1-1 changed it all.
Unravel, Apple
happily ever after.
I am not going to let you get away with this.
Cinderella 3, A Twist in Time, on Disney DVD this Tuesday, rated G.
While some of the giants of the communications industry were busy dividing this technology from that, something was happening back on planet Earth. People simply communicated as they saw fit, in whatever combination of ways made life easier and better. And since they needed a company where TV, broadband, home phone, and wireless worked together for the way they live, we decided to build one. Singular is now the new AT&T. Your world delivered.
In the human body, the heart pumps blood through thousands of miles of arteries every minute.
Inventor of the Jarvik artificial heart, Dr. Robert Jarvik.
But high cholesterol can clog arteries and lead to heart disease or a stroke. Adding Lipitor is proven to lower bad cholesterol an impressive 39 to 60% when diet and exercise are not enough. And today, clinical evidence proves that Lipitor can reduce both your risk of heart attack and your risk of stroke if you have several common risk factors for heart disease. All important reasons to ask your doctor about Lipitor. Lipitor is not for everyone, including people with liver problems and women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant. You need simple blood tests to check for liver problems. Tell your doctor if you're taking other medications or if you have any muscle pain or weakness. They may be a sign of a rare but serious side effect. Lipitor is one of many treatment options to consider with your doctor. Could you be doing more with Lipitor? Ask your doctor.
In the new Survivor, winning will put you in the lap of luxury. Yeah. Losing will put you through hell.
There were no instructions, there were no maps.
It's the good life.
Welcome to Fiji!
Versus the hard life.
Did you see anything that looks like a snake?
In the ultimate game of survival. Wow. Survivor Fiji premieres Thursday on CBS.
CBS February.
The biggest events in music. The Grammys.
With Beyonce, Christina Aguilera, Mary J. Blige, and the Dixie Chicks.
You're beautiful.
This year, one unknown will get the greatest break of their life and sing with Justin Timberlake live.
To a symphony.
Just to say how much you mean to me. This is gonna be interesting.
The Grammys, Sunday, February 11th on CBS.
I see you, you see me.
Where only the greatest get to play.
The NFL and United Way have been helping to strengthen America's communities for years. Maybe you can give us a hand. Volunteer at unitedway.org.
You got to be the greatest.
Welcome back to Dolphin Stadium, site of Sunday Super Bowl 41. But now, who's going to line up against Mean Joe Green? The countdown continues. It's time now for our final 5 contenders that you voted for online. Here, Budweiser proves that dogs know more than one way to mark their turf.
How about this little guy? Huh?
Yeah. Good choice.
Next time you have a bad day at the office, remember this guy.
Next time, use FedEx.
Patient has a fractured fibula, given a mild sedative. So I could be able to go home tomorrow.
Daddy's gonna be so excited.
All good.
That killed him.
Paging Dr. Palmer, Dr. Barbara Palmer.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna get green.
Let Noxie knock on your face.
closer you shave, the more you need creamy, soothing, medicated Noxema.
Let Noxema cool your face. So the razor don't.
You've got a great pair of hands.
Will someone paint a masterpiece on this field in about 48 hours? You know, back in Super Bowl III in South Florida, Joe Namath made that outlandish guarantee that the Jets would win, and he delivered. And you know what, folks? Guess what? You have delivered a great contender to go against Mean Joe Greene. Off of our list of contenders, you voted this one number one.
Streaker.
Didn't need to see that.
Nope.
So, folks, there is your matchup, the main event, Budweiser's Lamb Streaker versus Coke's Mean Joe Greene. This year, it's the battle of the beverages. And the polls are now open. So without turning off your television, go to your computers at CBS.com and tell us which is the greatest Super Bowl commercial of all time.
You know, everyone here is really caught up in the excitement of the countdown and now the online voting. We're all watching the commercials, you know, and remembering them and arguing over all of our favorites. One guy stripped down to the waist and painted himself blue. Kind of liked it. Hey, I don't know what commercial he was voting for, but I think it was probably one of these.
Super Bowl 39, 2005.
One of mine. The analysis already. Hey, Rudy, this doesn't make any sense. That didn't ring. You're not talking to anybody. I apologize. I'll correct it myself. It's just that I work with a bunch of monkeys here.
Visit the largest job website, careerbuilder.com. A better job awaits.
Super Bowl 40, 2006.
Hey, guys. Just thought you might want to know, sales aren't up, they're down. Yes, sir.
Super Bowl 29, 1995.
You can buy a dream or two. Yes!
Super Bowl 38, 2004.
A very close call. Could have gone either way. It was right on the line.
Well, Ferguson's not too happy with it, I can tell you that much.
He's beating him like a rented mule.
And the ref's just tuning him out.
Boy, where do you train to take a beating like that?
He said, when's that porch gonna get painted? And that litter box! It's been 3 weeks! 3 weeks! And to think I could have married Don Hoffman. And would it hurt for you to say that you love me once in a while?
Super Bowl 36, 2002.
How'd you find this place?
Yahoo?
Wait. What? How did you learn how to talk?
Yahoo.
Super Bowl 38, 2004.
Oh, time for a spritz.
Lady, from the moment I saw you standing, whoa,
You can say that again. Great cheese comes from happy cows. Happy cows come from California. Real California cheese.
Super Bowl 39, 2005.
Miss Capelli,
Yes, I'd like to be on a commercial.
what will you be advertising?
GoDaddy.com. Oh my gosh.
It's a website where you can register .com names for only $8.95 a year.
And what exactly will you be doing on this commercial?
I could do a routine where I went like this.
Oh. Surely by now you must realize that you're upsetting the committee.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset the committee.
May I suggest a turtleneck?
All right, and here is the star of that spot, Ms. GoDaddy herself, the gorgeous Candice Michelle. How great is it? I mean, how much do people recognize you from that one spot?
You know, Daisy, it's been so amazing. I couldn't even imagine what one commercial could do for somebody.
Right? That is definitely one of my favorites. And it's becoming a little bit of a tradition for you because you have another one airing during the big game this year.
Yep, this is actually our 3rd year, and it's going to be probably the raciest commercial that the Super Bowl's allowed.
Well, let's find out, because she was kind enough to bring us the spot, so check it out.
Here at GoDaddy.com, we're serious about offering .com names for as low as $1.99. So we keep our operations focused and efficient, from the industry's best customer care to product development, right down to marketing.
GoDaddy. GoDaddy.
Everybody wants to work in marketing.
Another good one. I love it, and we'll get to see it again this Sunday during the big game. But what a lot of people may not know is that Candice is also a pro wrestler. I get such a kick out of that. Can you show us a quick move?
Well, sure, but,
Oh, hey!
How about this, Daisy?
Yeah, I didn't actually mean on me, but okay.
Aww.
Hey, you guys go vote online at CBS.com. It's quick
GoDaddy's
and
number
easy.
one.
Next up, Jim with Chad Johnson and the NFL Today team. Our Mean Joe interview. The Chevy Super Bowl College Ad Challenge. And the polls are open. Lamp Streaker or Mean Joe Green. Vote for your favorite all-time Super Bowl commercial right now at CBS.com.
Coming back at you.
When I get my beauty sleep, I look younger. But who has time for beauty sleep?
Get the glow of a good night's sleep instantly with new Advanced Radiance. Cream makeup with an Olay complex reduces the look of wrinkles by 84%. New Advanced Radiance from CoverGirl.
Campbell's chicken noodle possibilities. Slurp noodles broth, slurp some more. Good, that's for sure. Slurping's fun in every way. Wholesome Campbell's makes their day. Possibilities.
Honey, look at this.
Is it for all of us?
Yeah. $1,600 for a week? Well, we can do that.
Oh, yeah.
The magic begins when you realize you can afford a Disney vacation. Other affordable packages all year long. Visit DisneyWorld.com/affordable.
Get take and bake pizzas from Walmart's deli section and be everyone's hero. Kick off the best game time party ever with a 16-inch bake-up fresh in your oven extra large cheese or pepperoni pizza. Just $6.98 in the deli section at Walmart.
Super Bowl's greatest commercials 2007 will continue here on CBS.
No Monday Night Football. No problem. CSI Miami has all the action you need.
1,000 weapons, 0 witnesses.
Fasten your seatbelt, honey. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
It's an episode of Monday's #1 show.
I need you to get out of there right now.
That will blow you away.
She's only got 5 minutes of air left.
A new CSI Miami. CBS Super Monday.
What does Here for Life mean? At St. Joseph, it means we're here when your world is new. We're here when children fall. We're here as you grow stronger. We're here when the world gets busy. And we're here when years are golden. So whether you receive care here, here, or here, St. Joseph Regional Medical Center is here for life.
in this choice. The Honda Civic. Reverse your thinking.
Personal information stolen from a local tax service at 11.
Dave celebrates 25 years in late night with David Spade and a Super Bowl top 10. All new tonight.
What makes a Super Bowl commercial the greatest? Here's the man himself.
Mr. Green.
Yeah. I was supposed to be this mean, rough, tough guy, and this little kid with his Coca-Cola broke him down to being human.
Really, you can have it.
We were very fortunate because we found that there was a really nice connection between Mean Joe and the kid. The kid really idolized Mean Joe.
I just want you to know, I think you're the best ever.
And Mean Joe, being the kind of guy he was very outgoing, very generous, and very kind with the boy. I mean, they had a nice off-screen relationship.
During the times when we weren't rehearsing, we were playing catch. We had to use a big bottle because my hands were large, and I had to make sure that I didn't cover up the label, and I had to make sure that I get it up just high enough and turn it up to keep it just right.
I think he had to drink something like a dozen.
I had drank so many Cokes that when I started to say my lines, all I could do was burp. I like to say, it was the interplay between the giant football player and the little kid, and I think that's what made it work. It has become a Super Bowl classic because it has stood the test of time. Have a Coke and a smile.
It's a spot about, in the end, two caring human beings exchanging a moment in life and in time.
Thanks, Mean Joe.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Dolphin Stadium. Look who I'm hanging out with here. The Cincinnati Bengals All-Pro wide receiver, the NFL's 2006 leader in receiving yardage, the one and only Ocho Cinco, Chad Johnson. Yes, sir. I know you want to be playing out there tomorrow. You're from Miami. You live here in the off season. Can only imagine how much you wanted to be playing here on Sunday.
Very badly, very badly.
Yeah.
But, we didn't take care of business throughout the season. We had our chances toward the end of the year, but it didn't work in our favor. So now I have to do what I really don't like to do, and that's be a spectator.
I got another matchup for you tonight. Best commercial: Budweiser's Lamb Streaker, Coca-Cola's Mean Joe Green. The winner in your mind?
Most definitely the Lamb Streaker.
Oh.
Man, one of the funniest of all time, of all Super Bowl commercials, man. The Mean Joe Green is very nice. One of those touchy commercials, make you say, oh. But that Lamb Streaker, man, I can see it a million times and laugh all the minute.
So you're going to go with that? That's an upset,
Man, the Lamb Streaker is hilarious.
All right, I can't disagree with that. Meanwhile, let's send it back to my guys who are taking care of business on the Super Bowl today. Talking about JB, Dan, Shannon, and Boomer, over to you.
Hey, Jim, thank you very much. A memorable commercial indeed. And, of course, everyone knows that Joe Green is a Hall of Famer in the game of football, but he may be better known for that commercial.
And the commercial was a phenomenon. Actually, Coke took it to other countries to work with other stars. In Brazil, it was Zico, the soccer player, and also a soccer player in Argentina named Diego Maradona.
But originally, guys, Coke didn't want Mean Joe to play this part. They wanted Roger Staubach. Also, the kid was cast differently. Let's take a look.
Mr. Green?
Yeah.
You need any help?
Mm-mm.
Want my Coke? It's okay, you can have it.
No.
Really, you can have it.
Okay.
I'm always the brunt of everybody's jokes.
Very funny.
Very seriously, though, the fact is he's now 39 years old. His name's Tommy Okon, and he's from Queens, New York. The role of a lifetime, I guess, as far as he's concerned.
Hanging out with Joe Green.
Yeah, right.
And the kid hasn't aged a bit, by the way.
Mr. Potato Head, thanks, guys. I appreciate that.
All right, back to you, Jim.
Thank you, gentlemen. And remember, folks, you can keep voting at CBS.com for your favorite Super Bowl commercial of all time. Bud's Lamb Streaker or Coke's Mean Joe Green. And I want to thank Ocho Cinco. Where are you headed?
Right now, I'm headed over to South Beach to the Tides Hotel where Miss Daisy Fuentes is. Daisy, I'm on the way.
All right, Chad, we're still rocking here with DJ Irie. You know, in the advertising world, the Super Bowl of commercials is a Super Bowl commercial. Chevrolet dedicated one of their spots in Sunday's game to a competition, finding the best idea from college students across the country. This was serious business with a lot at stake. The winner created and produced their own Super Bowl spot, and we'll see it aired during the game on Sunday. It was a chance of a lifetime, and they made the most of it. When Chevy announced their Super Bowl ad challenge, the response was overwhelming. Over 800 submissions poured in from across the country. Some good.
And the last scene is all Chevys, red, white, and blue, to make it American.
And some not so much.
I've got a full-blown alien spot here.
Yeah, but it's one lame idea. It is.
Eventually, 5 teams were selected as finalists.
They're going to advertising boot camp for the weekend.
I still don't even know what to say. I'm shell-shocked, right?
They were flown to Detroit with a faculty advisor for an intense 4-day job interview.
The closest thing I've ever been to an advertising thing is watching it on How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
It's amazing the break these kids are going to have. Their spot will be in a Super Bowl. It will get noticed.
There's one thing we didn't touch on yet, though.
What?
How popular this is going to make us with the ladies.
After a quick welcome, the teams were brought to one of Chevy's most trusted ad agencies.
Great to see you this morning. I'd like to introduce Bill Ludwig. He's the Chief Creative Officer here.
They pitched their ideas to the ad pros for some tough love and guidance.
Then the Cobalt completely disappears behind the wave.
Just imagine yourself out there with your shirt off, washing another car.
We thought, what better way to show the identity of each car than to have it just explode out of each car. I think they were impressed because they didn't expect students to come here and already know most of the programs.
As it turned out, there was still a lot of work to do.
The one problem that I would have is it's like $1 kajillion to produce.
What brand statement are you trying to make with this?
I would push it. It's almost like I have to start from scratch again. I'm definitely overwhelmed.
With 2 days to go, the 5 teams were given all the agency's resources to refine their ideas for their big moment.
It kind of felt like we had jumped from the student level to actually being in the real world.
It's like a dream come true to tour, to test drive cars.
My job here is pretty much to help you guys along, whatever you guys need to do in order to pitch the idea.
What we do here, we build storyboards.
It's cool having people work for you. Yeah.
You guys got a lot of work to do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
The hours were long and the pressure was enormous.
We're not sure if we want to go that route anymore. We're going to be working for hours on this, and we're probably going to be exhausted.
Being trapped in these 4 walls right now, we need to get out, regroup, and come back and attack it.
After 60 hectic hours of preparation, it was time for the final pitch, this time to the entire Chevy advertising team. First up was San Jose State, whose spot featured a Chevy that turns a blind date beast,
Ugly Betty,
into a blind date beauty.
The tilt of the seat goes a lot more vertical. We see her get a lot better posture. The lumbar support kicks in right here. Chest extends outward.
That spot I thought was really funny. Really put a smile on your face.
The tech-savvy team from SCAD infused Chevys with a pop-up book effect.
It all fold out into the environment of the outdoor culture.
Folds out and the urban culture pop it up.
The dynamic duo from Elon University thought Chevys could turn everyday suburbanites into car-chasing canines.
They've started to take on the characteristics and actions of dogs. They're chasing the Chevy HHR, and they've got this passion in their eyes. The pack is behind this guy. He's driving along, and you see these 3 young men. Go get it, the voiceover says.
I think this spot has a high potential to be a great Super Bowl spot for Chevy.
Then Washington University turned the highway into a killer wave.
The vehicle zooms right out. The Cobalt has escaped the power of the wave. It's not a drive. It's a trip.
I think it would be a visually awesome spot. It would just be a matter of whether or not it's affordable.
And Katie, a freshman from Wisconsin, cracked the panel up with her outrageous take on the classic car wash.
They're provocatively washing this Chevy in the middle of the winter. And then you have the brilliant man who starts to lick the window because he's so in love with this car.
With the last done, all that remained was to pick a winner.
And the winner of the Chevy Super Bowl Challenge ad contest
Still to come, Super Bowl commercial sneak previews. And is it Mean Joe or Lamb Streaker? Stick around as we announce the greatest Super Bowl commercial.
They say we're young, we don't know, won't find out until we grow. Well, I don't know if all that's true, 'cause you got me, baby, I got you. Babe, I got you, babe.
The surprisingly big 37 miles per gallon Chevy Aveo. That's an American Revolution.
Now your card not only says the perfect thing, it sings it. Cards with Sound, this Valentine's Day. Available at today's Hallmark Gold Crown stores.
Here you go, wild thing.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Oh boy. Houston, we have a problem.
Oh, jeez. You drank a Red Bull. Red Bull gives you wings.
What should we do?
Well, nothing. Come back to Earth and we'll shoot the whole thing in a studio.
Okay.
When it comes to mascara, let's confess. Is it really volume? Or is it one big mess? Try my new CoverGirl Volume Exact. The breakthrough? The brush. Every lash is plumped, no lashes clumped. New Volume Exact from CoverGirl. Who's that?
That's a guy who gets his salsa from New York City.
New York City?
Around here, there's only one word for salsa. Pace. Made the right way for that big, bold kick. Grab the Southwest by the bottle.
You have a thing for all women.
Not all. Okay, all.
We've sort of wrapped up the sex portion of the marriage. It's been replaced by Letterman.
I'm really tired. You can watch Letterman.
You're single. You can do anything you want with a girl because by the next morning, you're gone.
Next morning.
Patrick Warburton, Oliver Hudson, and David Spade star in the new comedy, Rules of Engagement. Premiere CBS Monday.
This time of year, don't forget about our feathered friends and let the experts at Ginger Valley show you how. Ginger Valley has a full variety of custom blended seed mixes for all types of birds. Cardinals, finches, blue jays, and doves all have a favorite seed. Ginger Valley has all of these and more to attract your favorite birds. Keep birds warm and healthy during the cold months with heated bird baths, unique birdhouses, suet and holders. Plus, Ginger Valley has a full variety of bulk seed for indoor and outdoor birds. Ginger Valley, State Road 23 in Fur.
The court, the judge, knows as best as can be learned what is good for that child, what is best to happen for that child. Again, without ACOSTA's involvement, without a voice in court, there is no one to tell the system what should happen with this child.
Higher Grounds Coffee Shop is a proud sponsor of CASA in our community.
Hear your WSBT Storm Tracker forecast on Sunny 101.5.
You got to be the greatest.
After 3 intense days, it was finally time to hear which team's idea would be chosen as the Chevy Super Bowl 41 commercial.
Okay, does everybody agree on our choice here? Everybody in?
Absolutely.
Yes, all in.
Let's bring in the teams and we'll talk to them. And the winner of the Chevy Super Bowl Challenge ad contest from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee is Katie Crabb for her car wash commercial.
I'm really, really overwhelmed. I have no idea what's in store at all. I've never won anything in my life.
Congratulations, you were brilliant.
Thank you.
Katie Crabb, the freshman from Wisconsin, had won the contest, but her journey had only begun. Katie headed back to school, where she began 6 weeks of pre-production that led her to New York City. There, she found herself at the center of an enormous production with dozens of actors and extras and a famous director.
What excited me about Katie's spot was that it had the potential to become big and not just a gag-driven spot, but rather character-driven.
Chevy is really excited about the spot.
I'm really, really excited to see it on Super Bowl Sunday. Seeing everyone's response is going to be so funny. Either they're going to love it or they hate it, and either way, it's going to be interesting.
And here she is, finally, the lovely Katie Crabb. Congratulations. How amazing is this?
It's great. It's wonderful.
Tell me all about it. The pitch, were you nervous? The process of coming up with the idea?
Well, before the competition, when I submitted it, of course you have doubts. I mean, it's one of those things that's never going to happen. Somebody else is going to get it, and when you get the chance, it's so nerve-wracking but exciting all at the same time.
Do you realize 100 million people are going to see your commercial that you did by yourself?
I don't even know what, like, 1,000 people is. I can't even imagine.
And to be this young, this is going to open so many doors for you.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Already.
Good. Did you bring us the commercial, the spot? Because I'm dying to see it. Can
Yeah,
we see a little sneak peek?
A little.
All right, you guys. A little sneak peek of the winning commercial that you're going to see during the big game. Check it out.
What? To be okay. Okay, we got company. Your medallion go away.
We are back at Dolphin Stadium, site of Super Bowl 41 on Sunday, the Colts and the Bears. You know, there is still time for you to go to CBS.com and vote. The big question is, can Bud's Lamb Streaker upset Coke's Mean Joe Green this year? You know, on Sunday, I get the chance to call the game with Bill Sims. I won't get the chance to see any of the great commercials, though, because we're busy working the game. However, we've already seen a couple because a few ad agencies gave us a sneak peek at some of the big spots. And at $2.6 million per 30 seconds, here's around $10 million worth of advertising just for you.
Hey, Pete, something ain't right, man. Look at this.
Run! Yo, who got it better than me? Better line on the block, rolling VIP. You need a sugar daddy, I'm the Mac. And if you need $1, holla, cause I got a whole stack. What? Rolling VIP.
What? Rolling VIP.
Better night.
What?
Fries!
Life comes at you fast.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
Should we pick him up? He has Bud Light.
He has an axe.
But he has Bud Light.
And an axe.
I'm sure there's a reason for it.
Some companies select their spots at the last minute. Here's one Doritos is considering.
All right, you guys, check it out. We're down to the wire. The only thing left is to announce our winner, and we'll be right back.
Which spot did you vote the greatest Super Bowl commercial ever? This is it. The results when we return.
Only Pizza Hut Pan Pizza gives America more to love. And no wonder it was preferred over Domino's and Papa John's almost 2-to-1 in a national taste test. Right now, get any pan pizza, any toppings for just $10. Want more taste? Get America's favorite pizza. Pizza Hut.
Ever notice how your little linebacker's sports gear seems to keep playing long after the final whistle? Whoa, those things still have game. A little Febreze, and they're good to go. But hey, those pads didn't walk home. Why not take freshness the whole 9 yards? Febreze doesn't just get rid of odors, it makes fabrics fresh. Now we're in business. Nice. Febreze. Spray on, freshness lovers. Spray on.
Looking for something.
Where's the gold?
I got tired of people taking it. So I got a Visa check card. And if this gets stolen, I'm not liable for any fraudulent charges. And I get all that money back.
Give me it.
No.
Give me the card.
No. Oh, look, a unicorn.
The Visa check card. Safer, better money. Life takes Visa.
Ooh, that's good. Ooh.
It's the same as the first one.
Only Folgers has the aroma seal canister for fresh tasting coffee every time.
Thought this was a taste test.
Charlie Epps is a math legend.
You are impressive.
I am. But tonight...
So it looks like an execution, huh?
This genius will face one problem he may not be able to solve.
There is no way I can pinpoint these attacks.
The first of 4 new episodes. Numbers, CBS Next.
When the big game's over, the party keeps going on CBS Super Monday. First, How I Met Your Mother puts the hit on NFL legend Emmitt Smith. Then the legends keep coming when Jerry Rice goes deep on The Class.
Very cool. Yeah, okay.
Next, 2.5 Men says hello to Brooke Shields.
I'm just moving in next door.
Thank you, God.
And catch David Spade in the series premiere of Rules of Engagement.
You have a thing for all women.
Not all. Okay, all.
Plus, a CSI Miami that'll blow you away. And catch an all-new Dave with special guest Dr. Phil on CBS Super Monday.
Every year, there are memorable moments on Survivor.
Me and Richard got to be friends, not in a homosexual way.
That has everyone talking the next day. Pirate Steve.
I'll always wave my finger.
You have a medical emergency.
If I win, it'll be worth it.
You marry me?
Yes.
Which one of these new castaways will have us all talking this season?
Don't make it like I'm a villain, you know what I mean?
Don't miss the premiere of Survivor Fiji, CBS Thursday.
You got to be the greatest.
Welcome back to Super Bowl's greatest commercials. Well, the votes are in and we have a winner. Which did you think was best? The defending champion.
Mr. Green? Mr. Green?
Yeah.
You need any help?
Mm-mm.
I just want you to know, I think you're the best ever.
Or the challenger.
Streaker.
All right, so that's it from here. I really had a great time. You guys, good times? Yeah! Good times! All right, let's go back to Jim for the final results. We've waited long enough, Jim.
Thanks, Daisy. Great job. And yes, the votes are in. But this year's balloting was not without controversy. In case you were wondering, my partner up in the broadcast booth, Phil Simms, his memorable 1987 Super Bowl 21 plug, "I'm going to Disney World," was disallowed because technically it happened after the game. We've explained this to Phil a few hundred times. But now we do have a decision for this year. Can the champion be dethroned? Here it is, America. Your choice for the all-time greatest Super Bowl commercial.
You got to be the greatest.
Okay.
A Coke and a smile makes me feel good, makes me feel nice. Be around. That's the way it should be. I like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola has life. Have a Coke and
Thanks, Mean Joe.
smile.
So Coke's Mean Joe Green does it again. Congratulations, Joe. Always a class act. And thank you, folks, for being with us tonight. We'll see you back here Sunday. It all begins at 12 noon with the Super Bowl today to follow at 2 o'clock, and all leading up to our exclusive coverage of Super Bowl 41. Look forward to being with you for that one. I'm Jim Nance for Daisy Fuentes. Good night, everyone, from South Florida.
Promotional consideration.